Hello, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. This video I'm going to title, What Are You Waiting For? Now, this video I believe is a very important video. It's a very important subject. What are we waiting for? There's so many things in our life that we put off doing. We make excuses for ourselves. I'm going to talk about what I do now to actually overcome this, yeah? Because I honestly believe that this is a major reason why so many people don't get on and succeed in their life. When you say to yourself, when you actually say to yourself, I don't think the timing's right, I'm not quite there yet, you need to remind yourself that when you say that to yourself, all you're doing is displaying weakness. It's a weakness, yeah? There's no, in my eyes, if you're thinking about doing something, whatever it is, whether it's to perhaps get into a business, perhaps ask somebody out, or perhaps move to another country, or whatever it is, if you really want it enough, if it's something that you really want to do, why does timing really come into it? For me, I've done it myself. It's just a weakness. You're just making an excuse to not take action. Yeah, your life ain't going to change. This thing that you think that you can do that's going to actually create a greater world for you, a greater life, more money, whatever it is you're thinking about doing. If you keep saying to yourself, well, I don't think the timing's right, say to yourself, remind yourself that you are just being weak. Yeah, there could be other factors that are affecting your mindset with regards to whether or not you do this thing, that you move forward in this area. It could be other people around you. I've done videos on this, and we need to kind of build a wall, if you like, of people around us who are going to tear us away from our dreams. Sometimes it could even be your partner. It could be somebody else in your family. It could be somebody in your job. But we need to, if you're like me, I'm 51 years of age now. I'm independent. I'm a grown man. I get to decide whether or not I do something or not. And this is what you need to remind yourself of when you say to yourself, I don't think the timing's right. Say to yourself, is it me that's really saying that, or is it all these other negative people around me? Are these all these other negative people thinking of my safety? Are they, is what you're doing going to perhaps possibly not work out for you? So they're obviously worrying about you. They obviously don't want you to fail. Well, guess what? You're failing anyway if you don't actually try and pursue your dream. You see, you won't be fulfilled unless you actually do whatever it is you want to do. Yeah, I honestly believe that. It's like me with my YouTube channel. I've had loads of people tell me, you're wasting your time, you don't want to do that. And I don't know. But at the end of the day, how would I feel if in 30, 40 years time, I don't want to in 30, 40 years time sit there and have regret. I can't think of anything else worse than having regret, especially if you know that you're able to do, you're able to pursue and possibly reach this goal, which is going to enhance your life. Why would you let somebody else destroy it? Why would you let somebody else reach into your mind and effectively black out what you're thinking about doing? Because this is what I honestly think. When people say the time is not right yet, perhaps financially it might not be. They might have to, perhaps the money might not be in place if it's a business that they're perhaps looking into. But I'm on about things where money is not the issue. It's more a matter of you deciding to take decisive action. It could be, like I said, in a relationship that you've obviously, you kind of It might be that you like someone, but you're perhaps not ready to approach them yet. You need to tell yourself, you need to remind yourself that it's just weakness. Yeah? You're requiring certainty, and there's nothing certain in life. Yeah? You're never going to get this certainty. If when you say to yourself the timing's not just right yet, ask yourself, is it not right because financially the timing isn't right? You've obviously got to release money to do something. Or is it a confidence issue? You see, because if it's a confidence issue, if it's something which you know you can do, but you're just not doing it because you're allowing your the little gremlin in your mind, you're allowing it to take over and tell you that you're not going to succeed and that you can't do it, then you are allowing yourself to become weak. Do you honestly think your self-esteem is going to grow? Do you honestly think your own personal development is going to become more if you live that way? It won't. Yeah. When you think, is the timing right? Say to yourself, why ain't it right? Be honest with yourself. Yeah. And just go for it. Just go for it. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to fail. Well, I've failed loads of times. Yeah, I've failed loads of times. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still breathing. Yeah, life is about pushing yourself forward, trying to achieve your dream, trying to become better, have a happier life, all these different things. None of them you will ever achieve by telling yourself the timing ain't right. It is right. Yeah. And if there is some underlying reason, if in your mind you're thinking, well, I'm just not confident, I just can't do that yet, I can't, or it might be that perhaps you've got a little fear that you haven't got the knowledge which you need. Well, if that's the case, then the timing in that scenario isn't right. But you need to take action on the other areas. If you need a greater education in a specific area for the timing to be right, then you've got to do that. Nothing in your life will ever come about without activity. So we have to make the timing right. We have to build that desire, and we have to make the timing right. We need to put the things in place, yeah, so the timing is right. Yeah. If you're thinking, oh, I'll do it in 2 or 3 months' time, because there's a few things that obviously need to be done, then you need to make a plan and say to yourself, by that date, I am going to do that. I would have researched and obtained the information in that specific area. I would have arranged and got the money in place by that certain time so I can pursue that certain dream. Because we've got to take action. If you don't take action, you're not going to earn no money, your life will stand still, yeah? Inevitably, you will remain the same. Now, for some people, that could be you, it could be just being safe. But I honestly believe if you want to feel, for me anyway, perhaps I'm talking about myself, but for me, it's wanting to do more, wanting to achieve more, wanting to become more, wanting to do more for my children. None of this can come about if I keep saying to myself, the timing ain't right, the timing's not right. I've got to make the timing right. So the next time you have to do something, an idea, and you say to yourself, do you know what, I don't think the timing is right. The timing will never be right. The timing will never be right. There will always be an element of doubt in whatever it is you do. But all you've got to do is put the things in place, put the money in place, the training in place, whatever it is you need to do to make the situation more obtainable, to make this goal more obtainable, if you put all those things in place and you give yourself a specific time in the future, then you have committed to a time. Yeah, this is what you got to do. You got to make a commitment. Yeah, you got to make a commitment. Yeah, it's crazy because so many people in their life, in their jobs that they're currently doing, in their relationships, you're making commitments all the time. You're committing to go to work at a certain time. You're committing to picking your wife up at a station from the station at a certain time. You're committing to your mortgage payment every month. So we're making these commitments all the time. Why can't you make commitments for something which is going to make you move forward in life? Yeah. You've got to get away from this, the timing's not right. If the timing isn't right, you have got to put the actions, you've got to put these little things in place and set a date and commit to a date when that timing will be right. I hope this has helped you. I hope it's made you think more about that saying, oh, you know, I don't think I can do it yet, the timing ain't right, because I've done it loads of times. But what I do now is, where I've got more involved in personal development, I give myself a time limit now. If it's something which I know I can achieve, if it's something which I know I've got the educational know-how to do, right? But obviously it might be that I've got to do other things to obviously get there. Then I just do it. And if I can't do it there and then, I will give myself a target that I'm going to obtain that goal by. Because if you don't do that, how will you know that you're achieving? If you haven't set a target and you haven't got a goal, how will you know when you reach it? How will you reward yourself? For me now, if I kind of try and give myself a pat on the back if I get to certain different levels in my life, even my YouTube channel. You know, I've got friends of mine that kind of, you know, they're a bit skeptical about me doing it. But even that, for me, it's I've got kind of places where I want to be, and I've got things that I know I've got to do to get there. But only I can do it. Only I can do it. How do you ever know whether the timing's really right? Yeah, you don't. It's just something we say to ourselves to convince ourselves to not take action. Yeah, that's all it is. Please like my video. I really appreciate it if you like my video and give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. I'm trying to help everyone, anybody that watches my videos. I am genuinely trying to help you succeed in every single aspect of your life, because it's so important. Yeah, please like, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, hit the little notification bell, and please leave a comment if there's anything which you think I've missed, if there's any way you think I could have improved this video. Yeah, I always listen to constructive criticism. Thank you so much for taking the time to actually watch this video. Thank you. Bye bye.